My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena. Off the very top of this episode, I need to note one thing. Fuck. Now, I recorded a lot of footage for a lot of different games, and one of the games I lost footage for because the file was corrupted thanks to errors with my recording software, is I lost 2 full arenas of Hearthstone. So I lost episode 120 and 121. That was a Paladin arena and a Rogue arena. The Paladin arena went 5-3, the Rogue arena went 9-3, which makes it my most successful Rogue arena of all time. And like 6 of those kills were based on Mad Bomber RNG. So you can understand I was a little salty about that. So I skipped recording for the rest of that day. There were only like 3 hours I could have recorded with for the rest of that day anyway. So that I could just, you know, cool down, get a better mindset about it, because losing footage is really, it's just a soul-crushing experience, especially when the footage was that good. So hopefully we can recreate as much of that as possible. What we're going to be doing this time is, so I'm now going to just get into the episode. What we're going to be doing this time is not doing any of the drafts that will make us throw the game. So any of the stuff like Silence Hunter, best constructed cards, those types of things, we're just going to skip them for the moment. So the only standard mode requests we have are Shaman, and then do whatever you want, and then Rogue. So Shaman and Rogue weren't offered, so I'm going to take Paladin. So we're going to try and recreate episode 120. These are all bad. I'm going to take the Deathwing as top deck GG well played. These are all bad. Uh-oh. Okay, Shattered Sun Cleric is really strong, and so is the Silverhand Knight. The 3-drop slot is really important if I'm paying respect to my curve, especially because my hero power can make a 1-1. Guardian of Kings, the most solid out of those. Argent Protector is really good because it enables you to keep a 2-drop on the field while playing a 2-drop. Gnomish Inventor is also similarly amazing because it's, you know, draw a card. True Silver Champion. Hammer of Wrath. So we're looking for some of those best 4s, right? Ooh, Acidic Swampoo's killer weapon, that's fine, but even if it's just a normal card, that's fine as well. Molten Giant, Doomsayer are both horrible. Doomsayer, see, the problem with Doomsayer... Okay, let me think about it like this. Okay, if you're really far ahead, you never want to play the Doomsayer because you'll kill your own minions, right? If you're really far behind, you never want to play the Doomsayer because they'll kill the Doomsayer and then and then they'll hit you in the face afterwards, right? So you need to be, and if you're on par, you're destroying your own board as well. So unless you're behind and you have a way to combo with it, like a Frost Nova or a Cone of Cold, and we're playing a Paladin, it's basically useless. Usually, just in most circumstances, useless. Then there's the Molten Giant. I need to have 10 life to play that for free. By the time that I have 10 life, I'm usually just about to die to lethal, right? Because in Arena, you battle for the board for a very long time, and then they have a better board, or you have a better board, and then the person with the better board just shits all over the person without the better board. So then Molten Giant is usually useless, of course, unless you can give it Taunt, that type of thing. Lay on Hands is really late game. Restore 8 health is usually useless, but Draw 3 cards is really good. It's basically like 1 more mana, 1 less card, it's Sprint, right? The Road card. Mind Control Tech is really good when it works, but is Knife Juggler better? I'm gonna say Knife Juggler is better because I can protect Knife Juggler with the Argent Protector. Plus, there are way better 3-drops, like, we're looking for one of you, the Harvest Golem. Hammer of Wrath. I'm always gonna pick, like, the best 4s. Oh, this is really unfortunate. Dark Iron Dwarf or Harvest Golem. This is really difficult. So, I'm gonna pick the Harvest Golem for one reason. Well, no. Should I? Because I'm always gonna have a 4-play, right? I'm always gonna hit my 4, because I'm Paladin, right? So I've got True Silver Champion, Hammer of Wrath, Consecration, Gnomish Inventor, Yeti, Dark Iron Dwarf. There's so many things that can fill the 4 slot. Paladin, My second arena ever was called the 4-drop Paladin for that reason. There's so many things in the 4-drop slot. But that's the question I had. Even though it's so powerful and it's in the 4-drop slot, this is the most powerful card in the 3-drop slot, and I have nothing in 3. Does that make it better? I think if I'm playing with respect to my curve, it does. Light's Justice is trash. Don't ever consider buying that. Bold of Soga is a really good late game card. We have our late game almost cinched up. I think I want the Direwolf Alpha most out of these. Yeah, it'll enable my 1/1s trade. Very helpful. These are all bad. I'm going to take the Reckless Rocketeer as high-end removal. Yeah, that's how desperate that is. Hand of Protection is pretty good when you play late game stuff, but I'm still not a fan. Spellbreaker is again a 4-drop, but it's weaker than the rest of my current 4-drops. I'm going to take the Hand of Protection as kind of like late game tech. Acolyte of Pain is fine. Sea Giant is the most castable of the giants, so it's amazing, but Shade of Naxxramas, if they can't remove it, and there's very few ways for them to remove it on turn 3, you can just let it build until you can kill something way more powerful than itself. Now, here's a really interesting one. Undertaker, I have 1 Death Rattle in the whole deck. Undertaker is useless. Magma Rager is useless. Does that mean Holy Light is good, just because the other 2 are so bad? It might. That's really unfortunate. Oh my god, all of these are pretty bad as well. I'm going to take the Humility so that I can take less damage while killing a big dude. Okay, so we have... How many of these are actually early plays? Acidic Swampoo's, yes. Argent Protector is not a 2-drop, but it is an early play. Direwolf Alpha, Knife Juggler, 4. Considering we have the hero ability, we still have another pretty good early play. Do I take an Earthen Ring Farseer or a Blessing of Wisdom for the card draw? I'm going to take the Blessing of Wisdom for the card draw. Hammer of Wrath again. I have a lot of Hammers of Wrath. Oh my god. All of these packs have horrible... Okay, so... An eye for an eye. When my hero takes damage, the opponent's hero is dealt that same amount of damage. Your opponent can play around that by attacking... Well, your opponent will never play around an eye for an eye because no one ever picks an eye for an eye. But if they suspect it's going to be Noble Sacrifice, which it usually is, they'll send in something something weak, right? So they're going to basically play around an eye for an eye anyway. Then you deal, what, fucking 4 damage to their face? It's 1 mana for 4 damage to their face. Awesome. But you're not rushing them down. You're competing for the board. It doesn't matter. Light's Justice, similarly, shit. It's a waste of a card, but the Throw 'em Off R series as well. I can't believe that I have to take a Light's Justice in this deck. Take Stormwind Knight because it actually has an effect on the board. Oh, god. Okay, suddenly this deck is really bad. Okay. So we had about 5 or 6 picks there where literally everything in the pack was just entirely wrong. Not at all a good idea to pick. So we ended up with Light's Justice, Holy Light, Bluegill Warrior, Booty Bay Bodyguard, Reckless Rocketeer, Deathwing. That's 6 cards in this deck that are just complete trash. If we cannot draw into any of them and somehow still draw a decent curve, I mean, we have no 5-drops. We have the Booty Bay Bodyguard, and that's not a 5-drop. That's a shit drop. That's a poop. This is a drop of shit. Maybe with the Holy Light and the Lay on Hands, we can take it late game and then try and kill them using Deathwing. But that's so hopeful and needs them not to have hard removal. It's really, really not good. Curving into the Shade of Naxxramas is fine, because I'm going first, so as long as he uses his coin beforehand, it's okay. Because I need the Shade of Naxxramas to grow, so that he can't, consecrate to try and clear it. Okay, so he has used his coin beforehand now.
Wanna blow something up?
Thank you. Well met.
Hmm.
Well met.
It's a shame, but I have to do it to keep my curve. Well, not to keep my curve, but just to keep board state reasonable while I play my game. Argent Protector was going to be the worst thing he could have played for me.
I can't do that.
Okay, so now since he doesn't have the coin, he cannot coin Consecrate to clear that. And coin Consecrate is called a Coinsecration. Okay, so I could hit that, but then it dies to one swing of the True Silver Champion. True Silver Champion, shit, Sword of Justice. Whoop. I knew what card it was, I just said the wrong one. And this play is okay because I was that's really, really frustrating now. Yeah, actually, that's okay. I really don't like that I have to do it, but... I miscalculated.
Hey, give me a minute.
Yeah, I miscalculated. I thought that the Hammer of Wrath was going to do 4 damage. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, so because of that, I couldn't clear the board, which means he gets to very easily clear the board. Alright, so I had to move it down to 1 health. Hopefully this makes him think I have Consecrate so he doesn't flood the board. Or maybe he just floods the board anyway. So now I have to Hammer of Wrath that. And then somehow kill that. I don't like this. I like all of the Hammers of Wrath in my deck, actually. That's really nice.
Reporting for duty.
So I can take this mad late game. But we are so slow right now. Our progression on the board is useless. Like, there's nothing. That buff. So next turn I can play the Guardian of Kings and Holy Light myself. And that's going to get some decent threats on the board, while healing my character up as much as I can. There's really very little I can do right now. I need Deathwing. So this is just stall until I get Deathwing. Which I can do more of with Lay on Hands. I just need him to have his whole board out. Come on. Put all of your cards on the board. There's no way I can kill his stuff now. I just need him to put all of his cards on the board.
Join or die, or both.
You can't trade anything in. Nothing will die to it. Ooh, Consecration would be good as well. Okay, so... Save myself as much damage as I can. Never a minion attacks, draw a card. That. I'm relying on drawing Deathwing. That's all I can do now. Rely on drawing Deathwing. 10 cards left in my deck. He gave me a card. It's True Super Champion. It's not going to help. How long can I keep myself alive? I don't want to give him cards, but I might have to True Silver Champion and then attack to...
Shields up.
This has to be Deathwing. This card that I draw right now needs to be Deathwing. Come on. 10%. It's not Deathwing. Think that might be the end. Can I stop myself from taking lethal in any way? Okay, so... I want to Hammer of Wrath that to stop him from... No, I have a Consecration in here as well, so I might be able to stop myself from taking lethal if I draw the Consecration now. It's not a Consecration.
For justice.
Yep. Alright, that's over. Whee! It's just he was always going to have enough left on the board to deal with me.
The victory is...
7 cards left in the deck. And the Deathwing's in there. God damn it. Had to happen. If I didn't make that misplay with the... This is just an example of how Hearthstone goes. It's a snowball, right? If I didn't make that misplay in the early game with the Mogashan Warden, I would have had a much better board state, and I would have kept my Naxxramas... my Shaded Naxxramas, and I would have been able to deal with later threats easier, and we wouldn't have ended up in a situation where I was relying on Deathwing.
Uther versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
I will
Ooh.
fight with honor.
Double Hammer of Wrath. Not a chance, but it's interesting. I like how I can draw through my deck with the Hammers of Wrath. That's really cool. This is not really good at all. So hopefully he doesn't have a... what's she called? The girl. 1/3 Northshire Cleric. As long as she doesn't have a Northshire Cleric. Play a 3/2... Oh, he kept 3 cards. Probably has a Northshire Cleric. Don't play a Northshire Cleric, because I want to be able to reinforce.
Is someone injured?
Fucker. Alright. We have to play slow again. Who's interested in playing slow? Wee! Naxxramas is ours. That's my impersonation. What have you got, buddy? What do you have? Surely you can't kill what I just played. So I can Argent Protect this guy and kill someone. If I kill that, I lose my Shade of Naxxramas to a Northshire Cleric. And possible shenanigans. I can kill the Northshire Cleric, but then this becomes super powerful. Okay, so I'm going to kill the Northshire Cleric. Do that.
For justice.
And try and get value out of this bullshit card. Did he have the coin or did I? I'm going first, so he has the coin. Did he use the coin? No. Damn it. If he coin Holy Novas, I'm fucked. Luckily, he'd still be giving me cards. from this man being alive. So, just in case I didn't explain how the Blessing of Wisdom works, the minion that is blessed will give a card to the person who played it anytime it attacks. So you can use it to stop your opponent's minions from attacking, or you can use it to just attack yourself. And get value that way. This is not good. I do not like this. This is the most on-curve thing I can do. No reason to hit that yet. Is there? No. Especially with a Hammer of Wrath in hand, there's no reason to hit that. I really want to play a Bolt of Hisoka next turn, but there's very little chance that I get to kill that. And play the Bolt of Hisoka, which is the situation I want to have it in. Don't forget, we do have all of that heal in our deck. So we've got the Lay on Hands, we've got the Holy Light, we've got Truce of a Champion, we've got a lot of things that can heal us, right? Oh, sure, go for the face, please. Okay. Oh, that's amazing. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Kill that. And kill that with the help of this. Okay, so he gets to kill a 4-1 with a 1-1. But now, regardless of my health, I'm in an advantageous position. Especially considering I have 2 Bolt of Hisokas to just... That's thumping them out on the board, right? You just go thump, thump, because they're big fatties. So you just go thump.
For justice.
I couldn't kill the Bolt of Hisoka in any way that didn't make me take damage. I just gotta rely on him not having lethal this turn. I can kill the Bolt of Hisoka next time. He has lethal. Holy Nova? Holy Fire, yeah. I wanted to say Holy Fire, not Holy Nova. Well played. Is this gonna be a 0-3 Paladin? Yeah! See, this is what happens when you just have some cards in your deck that are just horrible and unplayable. It's a shame. You have to, like, really aggressively mulligan them out of your hands. Although we made very good use of some of the cards in our deck that time. What do we have as our opening? Oh, right, nothing. Yeah, because we didn't have a 2-drop that could stand up to it. That was really bad, actually. Northshire Cleric opening is super strong. Master Swordsmith is usually really weak, but it ended up going really well. Because it didn't have a 3-2 out on the board. If I did have a 3-2 out on the board, that would have been horrible for him. But, luckily for him, I did not. Do I keep a Bluegill Warrior just for removal? Only so I'm certain that I have a card out. Plus, our opening hand had the, like, 2 bolt... Bruh! Our opening hand had, like, the 2 Bolt of Hisokas. Like, we kind of had a lot of dead cards for a very long time. Oh, well. Great. Now I can't play the Bolt of Hisoka. Not the Bolt of Hisoka, sorry, the Bluegill Warrior. It's not helpful. And there's another Bolt of Hisoka. Look at our endgame. It's all in our hand. Only we had some early game. I have early game somewhere. I know, I drafted it. Woo! Hero power for hero power. There's no reason to develop the 2-1. The power of the 2-1 is in the fact that it's charge. So, luckily, no matter what he plays this turn, I can probably Stormwind Nightkiller. Ah! Butts. Alright, I'll play this instead. So I went for the attack on it because I didn't want him to actually just kill the 1/1 for free. In retrospect, it probably doesn't matter. Interesting. So, kill. Are you going to heal it up somehow as well? Because then my clear turn is Stormwind Knight to kill that.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
No, that's for face damage. Really? It's very daring. I'll give you that much. And sometimes the daring plays do not work out.
For justice.
And I trade down so that he doesn't have the 50-50 of the Demolisher killing my guy. Now I can Boulder Visoga next turn in peace. Woohoo! Come on. This is possibly our last game. I want to play Deathwing.
You call that a weapon?
Ooh, powerful. Could Hammer of Wrath and 2-drop? No.
For justice.
No, this is going to be the strongest time to play the Boulder Visoga. Yes! Thank you for hitting a hit. Hitting the face. Thank you for being a friend. So I've got to consider, what is the worst card he can play for me? That card is called the Fire Elemental. Just because it's his best 6-drop. But that would end up going 1-for-1, basically, with my Boulder Visoga. And then I play another Boulder Visoga. Oh, it's glorious. Don't kill my dude with a Hex.
Shields up.
Excellent. Or should I say, Hexcellent. I shouldn't have said that. Oh no! Alright, now the Demolisher heals off of the healing totem, so I can't kill it with the Hammer of Wrath. There's the Deathwing.
For the king. Honor.
Okay, so we have a decent board state. I think I want to use a turn of 10 to lay on hands myself, Holy Light myself, just to bring myself up to as large of a health state as I can. Or at the very least, I want to have him with like 1 or 2 cards in hand, because if he's holding a Hex for that whole time, and then he holds a Hex and throws it on my Deathwing, I lose. Do you have lethal, or are you trading with these? That's trading. Okay, fucking thank you, Jesus. Luckily, 9 times out of 10... What? 9 times out of 10, he has to totem after doing that like he just did. Alright. Here we go with the RNG. Go, go, go. Hit this, hit this. Yeah.
For honor.
Huh? We baited out a Hex. Hopefully that was the only Hex. Also, that doesn't make me throw out a dagger? That's weird. Hammer of Wrath.
Speak to me.
Okay. We are getting into the top deck wars. As soon as we are in top deck wars, as soon as we're officially in top deck wars, it will be finally time to unleash the Deathwing and wreak upon him the havoc, destruction, mayhem, and sadness that has been wreaked upon me. That sounded weird. So very consistently. Draw a card. Heal my hero. Hey.
Reporting for duty.
I want to constantly keep him trying to go for my face and not having enough damage to do it. That's 9. Wind Fury plus Rockbiter will do it. Ah, it's not going to do it. Play the last card. That's a hex-worthy target. Play the last card. Oh, come on. I need to know what that card is. No hex. No hex. I need... Come on, I need this. 1 victory.
Your magic shall not.
That doesn't help you. That, unless that's taunt, that... Okay. So the reason I played in the way that I did is because he needs to take down my Deathwing more than I need to control his board. Come on. That's not a 6 damage card, especially it wouldn't... He's going for the 50-50. Before summoning the totem. Oh, he got it. Oh, he's gonna be so mad. Oh, so he was doing that just so that his Shattered Sun Cleric would have enough damage to kill the Deathwing. Also, he didn't summon the totem first. You need to summon the totem first for the extra possibility of getting +1 spell damage. Then I had Consecration to clear it out. Well played! Yes!
Well played.
We did it! Oh, we did it, Reddit. On a wing and a prayer. Holy fuck. Alright, so... That's how the past 2 games were supposed to go and then didn't. It's fine. It's fine. We can recover. We can go 12-2. Just every game needs to happen like that.
Uther versus
Tetsuya.
The light shall bring victory.
I will.
That's actually a really good curve. Like, considering our deck build. Yeah, that's fine. Especially because if he has a Northshire Cleric, Knife Juggler is a threat to it. So he would have to have Power Word Shield as well, otherwise, yeah, exactly.
Put this apple on your head.
This is really good. Hopefully he plays something with 2 attack rather than 3 attack. Because if he plays something with 2 attack, I can Shattered Sun Cleric this guy and then attack it. Or just play nothing. Hero ability would be good as well. It's gonna be a Injured Blade Master. Hallelujah. Value. Come to me.
May my ancestors.
Hammer of Wrath! Yes! And Hammer of Wrath is on curve as well. Excellent. And he used the coin for the Demolisher, so he can't coin Consecrate this turn. Coin Consecrate. Coin Holy Nova. Shadow Madness still sucks though. Shadow Madness is basically the best thing for him right now.
For the crusade!
Shadow Madness, unfortunately. So what do I need? I need that to be hit by 1 dagger at the very least. So therefore, I can cast a total of 2 minions. Let's play the Shade of Naxxramas, because it's the best minion first. Okay. Then I want to protect... Please get the dagger. Thank you. I'm an idiot. If he has Holy Nova, I just fucked myself. Yeah. No, that's not a Holy Nova. I don't deserve that. Sorry, I do deserve to be Holy Novad. I don't deserve to have not been Holy Novad. I guess is the most roundabout way to say that.
Push forward.
Okay. And now every turn I want to make a guy so that I can overwhelm him with value. Every single turn I need a guy. Bolt of Isoga could have been played and then I could have traded off a bunch of guys, but this leaves me with a stronger board. Thank you for being a friend. Shadow Word Pain. Holy fire. That's unfortunate. Do I have lethal? Okay, so in my hand I have a total of 6 damage that I can play. That becomes 7 when I put it down on the field. 8, 10, 14. I have exact lethal.
For justice.
This is my
Hells yeah. Well played. That was a quick one. I like that one. Let's do more of that. That Demolisher play ruined him. Like, it could have gone really well, but I had the perfect card against it. So then it just went in. Free fall spiral. I'm not going to show it to you, but I have a really gross burn on this hand, on the other side of it that I'm looking at. I put a band-aid, like, it blistered up. It had a boil on it. I was making nachos and I burnt myself. But I put a band-aid over it and I was like, after it peeled off randomly in an episode. The ones that were, that were corrupted, so it's fine, you'll never have to see that. I'll keep the True Silver Champion because it's actually that good. The rest of them go back. Especially because I have the coin, so this is really good. Then I put a band-aid on it, and I kept that on there for a while, and I took it off finally, and it's disgusting. It's not good at all. I don't like it. I could try and play super fast. Do I want to try and play super fast? Would be coin, reinforce, and then I hope that he plays a 3-2. Because then my Direwolf Alpha buffs it to kill a 3-2. If I coin a reinforce, would he kill it? Let's find out. Only because I have such a strong curve following. A 2, 3, 4. So is he actually going to trade into that? My mind is that if he has a Flame Imp, he's going to go for the face, because he's an aggressive deck, right?
To battle.
So I kill that because it can actually avoid spells. This is just worse in general. Drain Life or Shadow Bolt would be like the 2 biggest things I'm scared of. Well, also Soulfire, I guess. Unfortunately, the Shattered Sun Cleric buffing this doesn't really help me unless he plays a Void Caller or a 2-3 taunt. That's not a taunt, is it? Okay, so he's definitely going for the face. I hate playing it, but I have to. I hate playing it not for value, but he's clearly doing an aggressive deck. I need to. Okay.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
That gets True Silver Champed. Okay.
For justice.
Push forward.
So, over time, if he continues to play aggressive. I will get the board advantage over him. It's just, while I do that, I need to survive.
I wonder. My eyes are open.
I could do that. I could kill that, yeah. Well, actually, I will kill that, because then I get to develop the Shade of Naxxramas and this. Sorry, someone's calling me. I'll talk to them in a bit. One sec. I'm just gonna quickly... It's one of those times when someone calls you and you're like, I know that person doesn't call me unless something's really important.
Behold the might of storm.
Oh! That's brutal. That is brutal.
For the king.
Okay, so attack with that. Blessing of Wisdom, this guy.
Reporting for duty.
So now he can't attack without giving me a card. My ideal situation is that the Silverhand Recruit ends up doing damage to the Stormwind Champion, and then the Reckless Rocketeer clears it.
For the Lich King. Ready to ride.
Oof. I don't like all of this damage that's happening to my face right now. He might have lethal this turn. Oh, now he won't if I use that. But no, I need to be very proactive. Okay, so I do that in order to kill that. Then that doesn't work, so instead do this. Okay, this is a huge gamble. I need him not to have 4 damage. Ah, fuck. So I needed to make that play because I needed to clear all of his threats first, and then I was going to be able to stabilize with Lay on Hands and Guardian of Kings. But, didn't turn out that way. Oh well, that's fine. This is what happens when you have to pick Light's Justice, Blessing of Wisdom, Hand of Protection, Humility, Holy Light, all of them trash. Then Booty Bay Bodyguard, just a bunch of other trash cards as well. It's okay. We'll be able to make it up in another arena. I think some of the decks I drafted specifically to throw did better than this, so, yo, that's a good feeling. That's always a good feeling. Oh, yes, that abomination is going straight to dust. Brilliant. That'll help me craft an Alexstrasza. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been, the Hearthstone Arena. What's the name of the deck? Let's think about the name of the deck. The name of the deck, I want to call it like Trash. Like Trash something. But there was a Deathwing in it. I'm going to call it Wing and a Prayer. Wing and a Prayer. Excellent. So this has been Hearthstone Arena episode 120. Really, Hearthstone Arena episode 122, but I lost 2 arenas. They just got fucking corrupted. I'm sorry about that. Oh well, I'll stop being salty about that at some point. If you have enjoyed yourself, please click like. It does help me get my content out to new people. There's also a playlist down in the description if you want to watch any other Hearthstone content by me. Hopefully we'll see you next time.